you ever felt that you're not good enough, or that you don't have the right skills, or you're too old to do something you want to start doing? Well, you've come to the right place, because that's exactly how I was feeling when I started this YouTube channel. And if you've ever wanted to do something, but you felt that you couldn't because of some thought about yourself that you've had from childhood, or fears of what you look like, then I hope that by sharing my story, I'll show you that anything's possible if you just reframe your thoughts. Welcome to my channel. My name's Rachel. This is Rachel for Real. I'll be 59 in a couple of weeks, and I want to share my journey for how I started this YouTube channel, how I got out of my own way, and also to tell you about some of the YouTubers who are around my age who have inspired me to have a go and to learn these new skills that I need to improve my YouTube videos. So let's get started. I had so many negative thoughts before I started this YouTube channel. They're all whizzing around my head, putting me off, making me feel small. So in order to get going, I really had to get over those negatives, to reframe them, and to prove to myself that they weren't true. Even though I was thinking them, it doesn't mean they're true. We absorb so many different things when we're children, and they really affect how we sort of move through life. So something somebody said when we were 6 or 7 might still be with us at my age, and at 59. But I'm not a child anymore. I'm an adult, so I don't have to believe those things that they said anymore. You know? Who says that's right? Well, I don't. Or I don't anymore. One of my major problems when I started this was, who am I to do this? You know, I mean, I'm me, you know, I'm just Rachel. I think I've always played small. I've liked to be out way back in the background, you know, nice and quiet, just observing the world. But I've had years of life experience, you know. Maybe I can share some of that and help people who are coming up to my age or who are already my age. I've had to adapt so many times throughout my life to changes that have come along, welcome or not welcome. And I'm not going to play small anymore. Not everybody's going to like me, that's fine. I don't like everybody. I like a lot of people, but I don't like everybody, and that's just normal, isn't it? So yes, who am I to do this? Well, I'm me, you know? I've got thoughts, I've got experience, I've got age. So I've been around the block a few times, and I can do new things. I've proved to myself over the years that I can learn new things and I can change the way I behave. The second thought that was trundling around in my mind was, why would anybody watch? That's a good question, isn't it? You know, maybe nobody will watch, but I won't know until I try. I won't know whether anybody's watching until I put the video up. People will watch if they resonate with what I'm saying, if they feel that they can see themselves in my situation or they've been through similar things. If I tell people about the things I've been through, then maybe I can prevent them making the same mistakes, or I can share what I've learned from those situations. So if I just help one person, that's amazing, isn't it? That's a real success. So why would anybody watch? Because I've got things to say that might be of help to them. Another problem I was really suffering from was I have no skills in technology. I've never really had a job that's involved me using computers. I grew up when they didn't exist. We didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have any of this technology. It's all moved so fast. But just because I'm 59 doesn't mean I can't learn. So I've been learning, and it's very messy and it's a big learning curve, but I'm getting there. 4 weeks ago, when I started this channel, I'd never have thought that I could have done some of the things that I'm doing now. You know, they're not perfect. There's massive amounts of room for improvement, but I'm doing it and I'm learning it. And I'm enjoying that. It's really good. Not without its frustrations and the odd swear word and huffing and puffing, But I am proof that you can learn. You're never too old to learn. But yeah, let's keep learning. Let's keep improving. You can do it too. I'll fail, so why bother? Now, this has been a lurking thought in my head for years and years and years, probably because I don't really have a supportive background when I was a child, and that made me feel insecure and unable to just be myself. I felt there was a lot of expectations on what I would do and how I would behave. So failure was terrifying. If I failed, I wouldn't be loved. But I've now realised as an adult and through trial and error and failing a lot of times that the only failure is not trying in the first place. You know, it might not work out, but that doesn't mean it's a failure. You know, you've learned so many things along the way and you've had a go. And that in itself is praiseworthy. And you never know, it might be successful. Maybe this channel will take off. Maybe I'll form the big community that I'd love to have here, sharing ideas and supporting each other, helping each other with things that we're struggling with. Maybe I'll be monetized one day. That'd be wonderful. Be lovely to have an extra stream of income. But at the end of the day, if that doesn't happen, it's still successful because I've done it. I've tried. I've learned. So yeah, don't let failure put you off. You know, we all fail. That's how we get better. And the last one's about visual appearances. The other ones are more internal, aren't they? But this one, oh, I'm too old, I'm wrinkly, you know, not going to appeal to many people, going grey around the edges, you know. You have to come to a point in your life where you embrace the changes. We all get older. We're all one day older every day, aren't we? And it's actually a privilege to be this age. Some people in my life that I've loved never got to be 59. So I shouldn't take it for granted. I should embrace getting older, you know, appreciate the time I've got. I'm not going to appeal to 20-year-olds, but then I'm not trying to appeal to 20-year-olds. You know, I don't have that taut tummy anymore, and I won't wear crop tops, and, you know, I'm all a bit, well, I'm 59, basically. I won't appeal to everybody. I think a lot of it stems from when I was little. When I was about 11, I had a really nasty bike crash. I flew over the handlebars and basically smacked my face into a pavement. I smashed my front teeth. My face was all swollen. I had about 5 days in hospital while they were picking gravel out of my face. My face was so swollen, I looked like a dolphin. It was quite scary. And as a result of that, I had smashed black teeth. The blood had come down from the gums into the teeth, so they went black. And they were broken and sort of funny angles. And I was so self-conscious. It was horrible. I said I was only 11, so I hadn't had my adult teeth very long. And at the time, hopefully now, if children went through the same thing, it would be different for them. But at the time, I was told that I had to wait until my skull had stopped growing before I could have crowns fitted. So from the age of 11 to 16, I didn't have any crowns, so I had broken black teeth. And I was bullied at school. I was called witch, and oh, it was just horrible. You know, you take it all in and you feel bad enough in yourself as it is when people are, you know, pointing out these things to you. I mean, it's not that I didn't know. It's crushing, and I was so self-conscious. I didn't smile for about 5 years. And from then on, it's been a very, very slow process of accepting that I'm okay, you know, I'm not a witch. Just had an accident and out of my control. There was nothing I could do about it. I wasn't in a position to go and help myself by finding maybe a different dentist or an alternative to what was going on with my teeth. So yeah, I have to get over that. So having my photo taken for the last, 48 years has been excruciating. So sitting here on camera talking to you is amazing. I can't believe I'm doing it, actually. It's amazing. So yeah, I got over it, and I am getting over it, and I still have wobbles and I still don't feel great all the time, but I don't think any of us do. But this is me, and this is the only me, so I'm going to be me. Earlier on in the video, I mentioned that I'd like to tell you about a few of the YouTube creators who are about my age who've inspired me to start my YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about 4 of them. I mean, this is not all of them, but these are the ones that I think have really, really given me a kick up the bum and made me believe that it's possible that I can do this and that I can learn new things and that I could go of it and enjoy the process in the meantime. So great, let's get started. So they're not in any particular order. The first one is Diane Moore. She's a lovely lady, very down to earth, and most of her channel currently is about the equipment that you need to start a YouTube channel. Fancy equipment, just the basic stuff like an iPhone or a phone with a good camera. I'm filming on my iPhone at the moment. She talks about how to engage the audience, how she inspires Gen Xers and Boomers to start a YouTube channel and to make it successful. Her channel's taken off, skyrocketed recently, and she makes tech less scary. I believe she's 55, so a few years younger than me, but pretty much the same age. And just having somebody who's doing it and succeeding at it saying, you know, you can learn these things at our age. It is possible to grapple with the technology and to get better at it. So yeah, Diane's been a great help and I love watching her channel. I'll link all the channels that I'm talking about down below in the description box. The second one's an amazing lady called Alison at Elder Gal. She's just had her 70th birthday. And boy, oh boy, she's doing it. It's amazing. She's had a sort of very bumpy life, but she's talks about the trials and tribulations. She talks about how her channel took off, and currently she's about to move to France at the age of 70 from America, and she's just going for it. It's great. It's great inspiration that you're not too old to do anything you put your mind to. Yeah, I love her channel. She's a lovely lady, very, very sweet. Over in the UK, I've been watching a lady called Bev at Generation Exceptional. She talks about the messy middle, menopause, which I've sort of come through the other end now, fingers crossed. She also mentions that she had a late ADHD diagnosis and talks a lot about how the ADHD affects her work, you know, how committed she can be to a YouTube channel. I'm currently waiting on an ADHD assessment. I'm pretty sure 100% that I do have ADHD, and since I've come to that realisation, I've been a lot more forgiving of myself, that it's the ADHD that actually has caused me to have issues over the years. It's not because I'm stupid or lazy or incompetent. You know, there is a reason why I struggle with things in day-to-day life. So seeing Bev talk about her ADHD and how she's moving on with her life in her 50s, I think she's almost the same age as me. I think she's 58 at the moment. Has encouraged me to have a go at new things, you know, despite the challenges of the menopause, despite, you know, a possible diagnosis of ADHD, and that we can still move on, we can still make a good life for ourselves. and we have to listen to, you know, what we need on a particular day. So yes, Generation Exceptional. Go and have a look at Bev's channel. The fourth and final channel that I'd like to tell you about is Silver and Solo. There's a lovely lady called Jen who is silver and solo. I'm solo too, so I relate to a lot of what she's got to say on her channel about living on your own, the benefits of it, the things that you need to do to make it work. Like her, I'm also an introvert. But she's so nice. She's very, very down to earth, very practical. I love that about her channel. She talks about dealing with getting older, life as sort of 50-year-old. I think she's planning on retiring a little bit earlier than normal. So she's talking about how she's approaching that. And she also talks about YouTube skills, how she monetized her channel in 10 weeks, which was absolutely amazing. She's done so well, and she's a great inspiration to me, as are the other three ladies. They're doing it. I've just started doing it. I'm learning a lot from them and from other YouTubers as well. It's not without its challenges, but they're challenges that I'm taking on, and I'm enjoying the process. And I hope to make many more videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them. So like, subscribe and comment. Tell me about your midlife, or if you're in your 40s, what you'd like to know. Moving through your 40s into your 50s and 60s. And I will see you next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.